resilience of your team, where do you put this win as far as quality efforts and just mental toughness from your group?
Well, we're trying to win 2 in a row, right? We haven't done it in quite a while. Played at a speed that I don't know what speed we were playing at in the first period, and give them credit. They rebounded and found a way to get involved. So this time of year, after a good win we had the other night, playing against one of the top teams in the league, and to come back against them, it gives you a little bit of juice as we push forward here.
Throughout the season, guys go on hot streaks that they'll be scoring for a few weeks, but for Noah Cates, has this gone on long enough for you that you can look at him and say, maybe not he's going to keep scoring to this degree, but that this is kind of his new normal?
Yeah, well, I mean, look at his second goal. Look what he does. A year ago, he's going to his backhand, he's throwing it into the pad, right? And that's the level of confidence the kid's playing with. So I just hope it keeps on going. That line, I like to get Bobby unstuck a little bit, to get him a goal or two, but that line continues to play well, and I'm relying on Casey for a lot of things.
What changed in the second period? Because we saw Garnet Hathaway comes out, throws that big hit on Mikkola. Did that help turn the tide a little bit? Or?
Yeah, we just needed. We talked in between periods, and we need to get more involved. And that line comes out and bangs around a little bit. They end up scoring a goal. That's part of their role, and I thought they did a good job of that tonight. Not just that, but throughout the second and third period.
You talked about Harrison's mental makeup. Pretty shaky in the first period, but it seemed like he really helped you nail it down in the third. Is that what
at the end, he makes a couple big. During the third period, he makes a couple of big saves, and then at the end, I don't know what the hell Frosty's doing, but he makes 2 or 3 great saves. And yeah, enough's enough with goaltending. Enough's enough. They need to be better, and I hope Ursa's trying to make a statement there.
Powerplay now has 2 goals in 2 games, basically, both games now. You've talked a lot about that. The chances have been there. They haven't finished it. Tonight's both goals were right and tight. Is that where you guys are trying to finally get to, those pucks right around the net?
Well, we're trying to play in the blue. We're trying to keep it simple. I think if you look at one of the power plays, we just make the puck work. We just pass the puck. We don't hold on to it. We don't dust it off. When we start being deliberate with it, it's a turnover. It just doesn't work. And the thing I liked about the second one was the patience of Jamie. He went lateral. Misha's hiding on that post, and he makes it play through the seam. Talked about it today. He needs to see those type of plays. I thought he held on to it nicely, let things open up, waited, and found Mish, and would Frosty bang it in? Yeah, so I think puck movement and just keeping it simple, getting to the net is what's going to help us.
With Noah in that line, you talked about the confidence that he's showing, but the fact that you've got that line out there with the goalie pulled and the 1 goal game you're trying to defend a lead, do you think the way you're playing is feeding into his confidence, that he's earned your trust, the trust of the staff, so he can kind of be a little bit more open with his game and be a little more aggressive?
Yeah, I think every player wants responsibility, and we're certainly giving it to him. And he sees the doors open as far as the minutes that he's getting. Remember, at the beginning of the year, he wasn't playing. I had him scratched. And any player that sees the door open, he wants to succeed. And you can't help but pull for a guy who he doesn't say much, doesn't talk, and he just continues to work at his game. And there's been a little pressure put on him by a number of people, even the outside, as far as is he going to be able to score some goals. I think he just said, I'm gonna take a chance. We've talked about it, right? We want him to take a chance offensively, and I think he's growing with confidence as he gets more and more chances with that style of play.
Talk about that pressure towards him. You mentioned originally when he first started, he was a winger, and you guys put him at center. What's the next thing that you guys want to see him do? Like, you're saying that pressure. What's the next thing that he can focus on to keep going from what he is right now?
Just what he's doing now. He's in our end zone defending a lead. I have him on the ice with the goalie pulled in the neutral zone. He's on one of the power plays. He's leading off with the penalty killing. I'm relying on him for basically everything. He's taking ice time from people. So I just wanted to continue to see him keep on growing and keep on succeeding in that type of role.
Morgan has goals in 3 straight games now. It's the first time in over 2 years that he's actually done that. Is there anything different you're seeing from him right now? Is there some confidence in his game maybe, or it's just he's in the right spot?
Well, he's, you know, he had a couple of he's been around the net. You can see where his goals are. He's been around the net. I think there's a little bit of stuff going on with him, Tip and TK, since we put him together. Around the net on the power play again, down by the blue. That's where he's got to be. And I don't know what he's doing at the end of the game with the turnover. That's all I think about right now when you say Morgan Frost. But he's in those areas. And hopefully, as a goal scorer, you just start feeling it. Those three have had a little chemistry here. Hopefully, it keeps